What makes Georgia home to you?
Well, it's been 5 years, and then before that I was in Rome, so it was still Georgia. And my daughter having her first steps here in Georgia and been here since she didn't know how to even talk, and now she's 7 years old, and I feel like we call this more home than our actual home in Orlando, so this is pretty special for us, place for us.
What makes your hometown special to you?
The people back home in Puerto Rico. It's just like everybody knows each other, and it's like family feeling. My mom was the one that when I was 3 took me to the field for the first time, and my dad was like, nah, he's too small, but my mom was, no, he's fine. So it was my mom, and then my dad always played growing up, but my mom is the one that kind of started me. 15 years ago, I didn't know English at all, so language was a thing at the beginning, but that motivated me to learn more the language once I got to college and understand it, and I would say language was something that I had to overcome.
Is there any one person that's encouraged you to succeed?
I would say some older coaches that coached me when I first started playing for the Braves.
What does it mean to you to be reliable?
Being there for the guys, man. Being there every day and having a good smile, energy, and make it a good environment for guys wanting to come.
You rely on your staff to help achieve success?
A bunch. Use their experience, use their areas, ideas, and just always having ears open and willing to do and try new things.
What makes the Gwinnett community special?
The people. There's some faces that you'll see day in, day out, and they're pretty special people. They're always there supporting you, and when you look up, they're always sitting there and they're cheering on the guys no matter what.
What would you say to younger athletes pursuing your sport?
Listening to your parents, having a base, having fun, man. Just to start out, having fun, make sure you like what you're doing and enjoying every single second of it.
Where are you from?
Cincinnati, Ohio. I mean, I grew up there my whole life, didn't really move around at all, so had the same friends growing up for most of my life, so probably that. It's a pretty small community, so you kind of know a lot of people, so I kind of liked it that way.
What makes the Gwinnett community special?
I mean, I've been here for a couple of years, and I mean, just from the fans I've met, I love the Gwinnett people. I've met a few. I went to school in Atlanta, so I know a few people from the area, but I love the area, I love the fans. I mean, they support us. We wouldn't kind of be here without them, so it's good to see them every night. But Georgia's awesome. I mean, I love Georgia, I love Atlanta. Everyone I've met in Atlanta is great, and Georgia's great, so I've really enjoyed being here the last couple of years.
How'd you get started in baseball?
I mean, just playing from when I was young, Little League or whatever you want to call it. My brother played, my dad coached, my mom watched, kind of normal. Just started played a bunch of sports. I mean, my parents are really supportive. I love my parents. They're my number one fan, my wife too. But not really in the game, just I feel like my parents did a good job of teaching me, how to be a man, and I think that kind of translated into sports, kind of playing the game the right way, doing things the right way. I think that's what's helped me the best. Don't really get anywhere without the people that have helped me. Kind of taught me work ethic and integrity and how to play the game the right way, and I think that's helped me in my game.
What motivates you to compete today?
I don't know, I just like to compete. It's kind of my nature. But I mean, it's just kind of the hard work you put in. You kind of, once you get on the field, it kind of makes it feel better knowing that your work is kind of worth something.
What advice would you give to young athletes looking to pursue baseball?
You got to work hard and try to have fun. I think sometimes, I mean, especially I see a lot in youth baseball now, it's getting a lot more competitive, and sometimes people kind of overthink it, where it's at the end of the day, you're just playing a game.
What does home mean to you, and what experience or feelings make a place truly feel like home?
I think it's just the people. I mean, even when we're on the road, you're with the same guys, but then you got at home, you got the fans, the clubhouse workers, the clubbies, the bat boys. I think that all kind of adds into what being home means, especially in the game. You're not at a hotel like you are on the road. You're here and you're at the clubhouse longer. That's one of the things I love about being home in baseball. You get there earlier and you're at the clubhouse a little bit longer with everybody, so that's always nice.
Dan, first of all, second year with the Stripers as the hitting coach. How does it feel to be back in Gwinnett?
It's a great place to be. This is a great ballpark. great staff and a great area just in general for family, and real happy to be back here.
Let's talk about a couple of these hitters in Striper's lineup. Connor Caples turned into one of the hotter hitters on this team. Yesterday hit his third homer in a 4-game span. What's he been working on to improve these past few weeks?
You know what? I think to be honest with you, I think he's just really kind of dug down and got a little bit more, having a more of a mindset on the baseball as opposed to thinking about trying to be perfect mechanically. I think, he's really, like, over the past couple of weeks, like, really competed hard in the box. His work and his preparation has been very external. It's been some good velo from up close, some different stuff that we're doing in there. But, it's not a mechanical change. It's a mindset thing. He's in there and he's ready to go, and it's paying off. His preparation's right and his mentality's right, and he's playing like he's got something to prove, and he's hungry, and it's really, really good to see.
Carlos Rodriguez has evolved into one of the team's best hitters throughout the year, hitting .297, a consistent presence in the middle of this order. What's the experience been like working with him his first year in this Brave system?
What a guy, first of all. Great person and really, really good hitter. The first time I saw him, he showed the ability to use the whole field and to find ways to put the barrel on the ball. And, he's continued to do that since day one, since he showed up here in Gwinnett. We're working on some things to help him along the way in the future. But, I think he's a really special player. He's a special person. He makes adjustments on the fly. We do stuff in the cage. We change up a little bit of our work, and we're trying to clean up a few things mechanically, and he takes to it right away. And then he's seeing other guys that are either on TV or other good players in the league or on our team and doing certain things, and it's starting to click with him, and he's starting to understand it, starting to understand himself. And I think the homer he hit last night, pull side on a fastball in, I think that's that shows everything. The work is showing up, and for him to be able to get a swing off like that, for me, it might have been the best swing of the year. And it's not because of a home run, just because of the mentality, why he was hunting that pitch. He got it, but we've been practicing on when we hunt it and when we get it, how to deliver the right way. And he delivered the right way last night, that's for sure.
Another new guy in this system, Eddie's Leonard, becoming one of the better power bats in this lineup. How has he grown from start to finish this year?
I think he's growing. I think he's progressing well. One thing, he got off to a hot start and, hit 9 homers pretty quick, and people definitely started pitching him different after, he hammered a couple balls off him. So he's been being pitched tough. Part of the thing for Eddie's is just understanding the strike zone better and understanding that he doesn't have to supply the power, that the power is there. It's all about the hit now. It's about finding ways to have adjustability, use the whole field, put the barrel on the ball, and be a good hitter. The power's there. That's not something he has to try for. But, when you have power, it's kind of a hard thing not to try for on a daily basis. So, for me, I'm just trying to, back him off a little bit. Not trying to get him to swing slower by any means, but trying to get him to be more accurate with the barrel and understand the zone a little bit better. And but he's a great kid as well, and he's a hard worker, and, I think he's going to have a good future.
Jared Kelenick's been consistently hitting at the top of the order since he came down from Atlanta. What does he need to do to make his way back there?
I'm not sure what he needs to do to get back up to Atlanta. That I don't know, but I mean the stuff that we're working on here is to clean up a few things mechanically. Lock in our approach-based stuff that we talk about a lot, and the superstar talent. The kid, he's super strong. He's super twitchy. He can do things a lot of guys can't. He's been a great worker here. He's been a great teammate. I've enjoyed all my time being with him, and I think we're actually helping each other a lot. He has a lot of experience in the big leagues. I have a little as well, and we put our minds together to figure out what's the most important thing at 7:00 every night. Is it to be perfect mechanically? Is it to move perfectly, or is it to have a committed, locked-in plan every day, pitch to pitch, at bat to at bat? And understand that, there's times where I just got to take a single to left field, and there's other times where you can try to, catch one a little further out front. He's a guy that can use the whole field, and he could also hit a homer to any part of the field. He's got everything you want in a hitter, and, I've enjoyed, his work ethic and his want to get better and what he brings to the team and to the cage every day is an attitude to get better and to win a game. So I can't ask for much more as a coach than that. It's not all just about results. It's about how we prepare ourselves on a daily basis.
Luke Waddell just got back into the lineup after a lengthy IL stint. What's it been like to have his bat back in there?
It's great to have Waddy back. Waddy was off to a great start before he had some bad luck. And, Waddy controls the zone well. He puts a lot of balls in play. Waddy's a guy that always coming up with a big hit. He's good at situational hitting, moving runners over when we need to score runs and little things like that. So just having that presence in the lineup, that he's going to be a tough out, and it's not going to be easy when you face him. It changes the whole lineup. It changes the way they pitch in the lineup, and it lengthens it big time. So it gives other guys opportunities to be a little bit more aggressive early, and that's always a good thing.
Texas team's coming off a 10-1 win in Memphis, another Sunday win. It was headlined by Didier Fuentes, his best start in a Stripers uniform. How big was that win for him?
Oh, it was really good. He's been scuffling a little bit throughout the year, and then you could see when he refined some things, and it showed on Sunday. It looks like he was having a good time and keeping his hitters off balance, and got himself a win.
Offense looked great in the win on Sunday. 5 RBI day for Eddie's Leonard, sitting 294 on the month. What has he been working on recently to lead to this recent turnaround?
I think he's trying to stay in himself. He picks and chooses, I think, at times to try to hit the ball long, and then, when that time doesn't come, I think he just tries to work on his contact and keep the ball, in the yard somewhere nobody's at. I think he's just been focusing on, putting more bat to the ball instead of trying to muscle everything out.
During the last series, you got Nacho Alvarez Jr. back in the lineup from the Braves. What's it been like having him back here leading this offense?
Well, Nacho's a great player. He's here just to try to refine playing at second base, try to see if he can play it and go from there. The kid's a good kid. He's young. He's going to have a lot of talent. He'll play in the big leagues, I think, for a while. So, just keep Nacho ready just in case he gets the call and, get him ready for the big leagues.
You talked about it, playing more second base since he's been back here. He played exclusively at third during his first stint with the Stripers this year. What's led to that change, and how has he looked at that spot?
It's better for him to have more versatility. So, play a week at second, play a week at third, play a week at second, play a week at third, and it builds value for the kid. I don't know what if it means anything. I don't think it means anything. I think it's just getting more reps all around the field and see how he does.
It's allowed Luke Waddell to move around the field defensively. He's been playing at third recently. He hadn't played there during his first, and he played exclusively at short before going on the IL. How's he been feeling over a month back from that IL stint?
He's feeling okay. I think he's still trying to get his body back into shape. He was down for a while, and then something else bugged him when he was down there, so that's why it took him a minute to get here. But he's battling back, doing what he does best. Waddy's a heck of a defender and a heck of a baseball player, and just trying to see him stay healthy through the rest of the year and see what happens.
On the mound, we've seen a couple guys in different roles for this team. Austin Cox has moved into the rotation. Seeing guys like Nathan Wiles, Blake Burkhalter move into a reliever role. How are you managing these different changes into the pitching staff?
Well, you got to try to manage the person first. Some guys take it in the wrong way. Some guys take it in a good way. So far, those names you mentioned, those guys, they've been okay with it. It's always good to switch roles. You never know what any other team's looking at. Obviously our starting rotation is banged up a little bit up top. So, Coxie going to the starting rotation, who knows? Maybe they got something planned. I don't know. But, Wiles and Jackson Stevens just try to keep them, length out. I think we'll just try to work Burkhalter innings at a time and then see how that looks.
Durham's making its first trip here to Coolray Field this year. You played them earlier in the year in Durham, won that series 4-2. What's the approach to keeping that success going against a good ball club?
They're a good baseball team. You play them at their place, it's a little bit different than playing them here. A lot of balls go out there. Their field's a little different. You got a high wall on left. They got a great manager, Morgan. He manages a great baseball team, and for us, it's just try to stay away from the long innings and the big innings. That's been our problem all year long, and if we can avoid those, we'll be all right.
I'll close by asking about Hurston Waldrop. Had 10 strikeouts in that Durham series. He's had a great July. He gets the start today. How can he keep this hot month going?
just keeping his head cool and staying out of his own way. I think he's doing fine right now, and he's had a heck of a month. I know that. Hopefully by the end of this homestand, maybe we'll see him in the big leagues, especially with all those guys down in the big leagues. But you never know. See how it goes. But the kid competes, and it's been fun lately.
And Ole, you tossed 1 2/3 hitless innings yesterday. What was working for you in the game last night?
I think the control in the strike zone. We've been working a lot, trying to get better and attacking the strike zone. And my focus was when I get in the game, trying to get ahead of the hitter and then trying to finish them.
You've been a part of one of the more dominant bullpens in the league this year. What's it like being a part of this group and this clubhouse?
How we help each other, how we pick each other. When you come to the game, it doesn't matter if your teammate less the best loader, you're trying to help him and help the team to minimize the problem. And I think that's the success, that we are together, always trying to help each other.
What's it like working with Wes and CB for the first year in this coaching staff?
Really good, really good. Wes and CB. I know CB from Houston, 2015, something like that. So I feel good. They know a lot, and every time that I feel like I need to work in something, I just ask them. They are super smart, and they always trying to find the way to help us and trying to get us in the best way that we can.
Where do you think you've progressed most as this year has gone on as a player?
My personal, like as a person, we have a group of guy that have a lot of experience in the big league, the manager, the clubhouse. It's a lot of people, and I think that's the moment to take advantage of that, to trying to learn, trying to get back to the big league. That's the goal, that's the mindset, and I'm trying to enjoy the time here. At the same time, trying to learn and trying to be best that I can. When I get the call up, be ready 100% and stay there.
This is your first year in this Braves organization. What have you enjoyed most about being in this organization your first year here?
The communication that the organization have and the way that they're trying to get you better and how they communicate with you as a player. And everything, bro, teammate, good player, good person around. That's the best thing, good environment.
What went into the decision to sign with the Braves organization? Spent last year with a couple different teams, the Brewers, the Cubs. What went into the decision to join the Braves?
When you play in a lot of team that make to the playoff every year, you're trying to sign with a team that have the chance to make to the position. This year been a little not how we expect, but that's the team and everybody knows this is a team that every year go to the playoff and compete. And that's the team that you want to be around, team that can make to the position. That's the time that you enjoy. When you get in the position, that's different.
Take me through your arsenal as a pitcher. What do you like to throw? When do you like to throw it?
Doesn't depend. I'm not a pitcher that throw 4 pitches. I like fastball, to seam, slider, and changeup. But the hitter gonna let you know, and you have to find out in the bullpen what is working for you, and how you can compete 100%. And that's what I've been doing, trying to see in the bullpen what pitch is working on that day, because we are human. And at this time of the season, sometimes you think your fast pitch is on there, but it's not there. And you're just going to throw one in, and you have to find out real quick so you can compete and you can get out of the inning and with no problem.
When you're not at the baseball field, what do you like to do in terms of hobbies?
I like to read a lot. That's my teammates say, like I'm the entrepreneur. I'm the businessman because I'm always reading. This career is short, and after baseball you have a life, and that's what I'm learning, how to invest my money, what can I do after baseball if I get out of baseball, because that's going to happen one day, and I have to be ready 100% when that time comes.
What do you want to do when your career ultimately ends? You said you're always kind of thinking about those next steps.
Business. Like to invest in an apartment or that rent. That's the insurance where you don't have to worry about your money, because that's where you can put your money and gonna be safe and less risk to lose your money. and I like to go in that way. I think that's my point. I'm gonna trying to invest my money in real estate, trying to learn how everything works.
I'll close out, and Oli, by just talking about the rest of this year. What are your goals on the field as you progress this year with the Stripers and beyond?
Finish strong, trying to be 100% every time that I get the opportunity out there. Same mindset. Until the last day, my mindset is to get called up and go there. I'm trying to help the team.
Anderson, you pitched 2 innings out of relief yesterday, allowed just 1 hit, struck out 1. What was working for you in the game yesterday?
Well, thank you for the opportunity. I was just like mixing everything. I got Sandy behind the play, catcher, a lot of experience, so I was just kind of like following him, and whatever he asked me, I will throw it. But yeah, like definitely my slider and cutter up there, and my sinker inside. That was like the most effective pitches from last night.
You're part of a bullpen that tossed 6 scoreless innings to end the game yesterday and get the win. How did it feel to come through as a group coming in that tight spot?
I mean, it feels good. It feels good, like we back there in the bullpen, everybody like waiting for the opportunity to come out here and do like a great job and give the team the opportunity to win the game. So it feels like very nice that as a group we're doing what we want to do. Like it's like giving the team the opportunity to win the ball game.
Been on this club a few weeks now, been used as a closer, a spot starter, long reliever already. How have you settled into being on this club here in Gwinnett?
I mean, I was with the Braves in spring training early in the year, so I'm kind of like familiar with everybody here. I feel like it, and talking about like coming to the game like close, open the games or whatever. Like it's been like 5 years, something like that I have been like done it, like doing the same thing. So it's kind of like normal at this point. So it's just like like if they ask me, hey, you're gonna start the game, I just set up for that, and yeah, I just go out there and fight for it.
Is there a role that you prefer to be in moving forward in your career?
I would love to just like keep doing what I'm doing right now, is like relieving, like coming out of the game, late in the game, but also like I'm always available if they want me to open games and stuff like that. So I'm just like ready for whatever they need me in.
Started this year with the Marlins organization in Jacksonville, got released and joined this organization here in Atlanta. Take me through that process of deciding to go back to the Braves.
I mean, like got released is it's not a good news at all. But yeah, I got the trust that I was doing like average job, whatever. But like I got the faith that I can got picked up for another team. And the Braves was like the first option that I talked to my agent, because obviously I was in the club early this year and I like everything. So that was literally my first option, and thanks God they trusted me again and gave me the opportunity to keep competing with them right now.
You made 37 appearances with Jacksonville to start the year. You're part of that team that won the first half championship in the International League. What will you remember about your time with the Jumbo Shrimp to begin this year?
Well, I would say that my favorite memory was the no-hitter game that we threw, that actually opened that game. It was like, I think that was like 5 strikeouts in 2 innings. I would say this is like the favorite memory, and obviously when we won the first half, that was something crazy. We was like, I guess like 5 games down, like the last 5 games to the first half, and then we win it up, and yeah, that was amazing to celebrate as a group. So that's a feeling that we always love to be feeling, because we play for that. So yeah, that's the one.
You hit on it earlier, but you were with the Braves in spring training after the Rule 5 draft. Take me through your time with the Braves that spring, and how's it been to be able to reconnect with some of those guys since joining this team?
I mean, it was like a nice experience, like sharing clubhouse with Acuna, Crisel that was here recently. Be with those guys in the same clubhouse, you just like feel like very good, and I guess it's something that you always will like love to be part of. So yeah, I just like feel amazing to be back and probably be there sharing clubhouse with them again big league soon.
So still newer to Gwinnett and some of these fans in the Braves organization. Take me through your arsenal. What do you like to throw? Where do you like to throw it?
I will say that my best pitch is like my fastball because it's like a natural cutter. I don't mean to throw cutter. It's just like coming out like that. So I will say like my fastball, cutting, slider, and my sinker have been like very good. I have worked on it, and it's like working very well right now. So I will say that those gonna be like my three pitches right now, like fastball, cutting, slider, and sinking. Those are the three that I would love to be throwing every time.
Close by reflecting on the rest of this year. Haven't reached the major leagues yet. Obviously, a goal for you moving forward. What do you want the rest of this year to have in store for you?
I mean, well, that's the goal. You know, we gonna keep doing what we're doing, like coming out to the games, compete, and do my best. Obviously, there's decision that it's out of my hands, you know, but I will control what I can control. That is like coming to the game and compete, and whatever happens. But yeah, like the goal is like debut this year if it, God willing. So yeah.
Brett made your Stripers debut yesterday. 2 hits, a double in your debut. What was working for you at the plate last night?
Just trying to keep things simple. I mean, just go up to the plate. Haven't played since last Sunday, so just go up there and just try to see the strikes and just put good swings on them.
Got to play Coolray Field for the first time in a Stripers uniform. You were on the visiting side with Durham a few years ago, but how'd you enjoy playing in front of that environment yesterday, Fan Appreciation Weekend?
Yeah, the crowd was really into it. It was kind of cool to see getting over here, just seeing the crowd there, a lot of energy. It was just fun to be a part of.
You spent the last few years in the Giants organization, had some MLB time while you were there. You claimed off waivers by Atlanta earlier this week. What have the last few days been like for you getting reacclimated? You said it had been a while since you played in your last game before yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from the East Coast, so getting over here kind of nice to feel the humidity again and get over here and family's close. And it was nice to get back out there and play again. It felt good.
What are you going to remember about your time in the Giants organization, having been there the last few years?
Yeah, I mean, they were really great. I mean, they gave me an opportunity to debut over there and play the last 3 years up and down a little bit, and just met a lot of good friends, good people, and good coaching staff over there.
From Jacksonville, played at Gulf Coast Community College. How's it been kind of getting back on the East Coast? I know you talked about it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I mean, the humidity is definitely a big part of it. Back the West Coast, it's not as it's more dry over there. But being back over here, it feels natural being close. I mean, East Coast time zone. I mean, the whole feel of it over here is just really nice.
Get reunited with Carson Ragsdale back in this Braves organization. You were together in the Giants system to start out the year. What's it been like to reconnect with him after he was also claimed off waivers earlier this week?
Yeah, it's nice to have him over here coming into this new clubhouse. Not know anybody, but I know Rags, so it makes things a little bit easier on me.
Reflecting on your 2025, had some big league time. What are you hoping to improve on heading into 2026 to potentially get back to the show, whether it's with Atlanta, whether it's with somebody else?
Yeah, I think I just got to find myself again, find my swing, and just really control the strike zone and just improve on the things I did well this year and then improve on the things that I struggled with as well.
What do you want Braves fans to know about you heading into 2026, being a newer player in this organization, having just gotten claimed off waivers?
I mean, just going to go out there and work hard every day. I'm going to bust my butt and be the best player I can be and just be a tough out every time I step in the box and just play good defense.
Lastly, last game of the year for you. Heading into the offseason, any plans lined up before spring training rolls back around in a few months?
I actually got a bachelor party in Nashville this year. Me and my fiance are going to get in. We're getting married in 2026, so it's be a fun little offseason to have before we start our lives together next year.